here's something rather special. It's a 1939 WF Holdsworth Cyclone, built, as I say, 1939. The frame set is, and they had the choice of either a rear or front facing rear dropout. This was the front facing. In its intervening 90 odd years, it's been very well looked after. Approximately 10 years or so ago, the gentleman who owns the bike had it stove enamelled by Argos Racing Cycles and converted it to derailleur gear. Componentry is all pre-1987, so this is compliant to the Eroica cycling standards. So if you want to do any Eroica rides, then you have got a compliant bike here with a very excuse me, a very nice 1939 frame set. As I say, 1980s predominantly componentry. But let's have a look at the frame. The frame is the main thing about this bike, obviously. WF Holdsworth. If we look at the lugwork around the fork crown, so you've got the grease nipple on the head. The lugwork again around. When they stove enamelled it, they then finished it off with this lovely gold piping to really complement and highlight the lugwork. It was also fitted with a slightly later 1950s Holdsworth head badge. You can see again, that's down there and there, you've got the two grease nipples for the bottom bracket. So as I say, it was Argos Racing Cycles who did the stove enamelling. At the same time, they Bonderised for rust prevention the frame. This was made in a choice of a couple of different tubings at the time by FW Holdsworth, one of which was a very early iteration of the Reynolds 531. As I say, the componentry pre-1987 been converted to derailleur gears. Originally this would have been a single speed or a fixed speed. There's the lugwork around the top there as well. The Strada saddle. When it was converted, it was also converted over to 700C wheels with Mavic MA2 rims. There's your brakes. Courier, if you pronounce it the right way. Brakes, there's plenty of room obviously if you want to retrofit the old 27-inch wheels, but quite a common upgrade. You've got Suntour down tube shifters. You've got alloy quill pedals with the Christoph clips, leather straps, strong light chain rings. It is a triple on here. Got an early Shimano derailleur, which actually came out in 1986, so just fits in the Eroica allowance, which is basically pre-1987. The hood's just starting to crack on the edge there, so if you can find some new hoods, we just don't have any, unfortunately. If we do get any, we will put them on. Go at the other side of the bike. Again, that lovely lugwork highlighted there. Some nice chrome cable clips, cable guide at the bottom. It's actually a Campagnolo cable guide. There's your Argos Racing sticker where it was stove enamelled. That's a close-up of your Holdsworth badge. Rear stays. Paint chips, a little bit there just underneath the wheel bolt. Tiny bit just above the front derailleur where the clamp caught it. Been touched up though. There's your handlebars. Converted also to a quill handlebar stem. But again, all Eroica compliant. 23-inch frame and very, very nice. So, as I say, if you want to join official Eroica rides, then there we go. Alternatively, if you want a nice, really nice bike for those Sunday cafe runs, or even just to put up on the wall in your restaurant, cafe, man cave, it's just a nice possession to have. If you go to our website, which is recyclewhite.com, you'll find this and a selection of other retro vintage bikes, some of which are Eroica compatible as well as some more modern bikes. We can ship anywhere in the UK. We ship fully tracked using Parcel Force, or if you're lucky enough to live on the Isle of Wight where we are, come over and see us. You can have a look at the bike. If you buy it and you're on the mainland and you want to collect, that is okay as well. Please buy appointment only. We operate from a workshop, as you can tell from the mess here, not a retail shop, so we're not always here, so by appointment only. Go to the website, as I say. There'll also be some more photographs. There's a copy of the original WF Holdsworth brochure or catalogue page for the Cyclone from 1939, so you can see what the original bike would have been, and some information about the bike, where we've got it, etc. So there we are, and more photos. Thank you for watching.